Hey everybody, this is Maddie with Altcoin Buzz. Hope you're having a fine day and an awesome start to your week. It's a little bit rainy and a little bit muggy and dark where I am, but nevertheless, we persevere to bring you the most important stories in the crypto sphere. We're starting with 3 here today, including this one out of Goldman Sachs, which is now apparently offering a mimic service very much related to what Coinbase is doing with its custody offering. So we'll take a look at that report. We'll take a look at Lisia's take here on the Dutch authorities, who are yet again unhappy with cryptocurrency. They just keep complaining. But we're beginning here today, as always, on altcoinbuzz.io with this story by Garrett. Robinhood adds support for Ethereum Classic. Yes, so you have Goldman Sachs mimicking Coinbase, and now you have Robinhood. This is more than a mimic. This is like a troll, because this is right in sync with the Coinbase announcement that we're apparently going to be hearing imminently tomorrow on August 7th. So let's take a look at this story as Garrett lays it out. Robinhood Crypto has just added support for buying and selling Ethereum Classic, ETC. Interestingly, they added this asset a day before Coinbase announced that they would offer ETC support on their own platform. If you're not familiar with Robinhood, it's a financial services company that hosts the trading of traditional stocks. Earlier this year, though, the company expanded its offerings by adding support for purchasing digital assets. Although Robinhood originally launched in only 5 U.S. states, there are now 19 states that have access to Robinhood's services. So today, Robinhood announced on their blog that their users can now buy and sell Ethereum Classic on their platform. Now Robinhood users can buy and sell 6 different cryptocurrencies commission-free. And that's the real big appeal of Robinhood. I mean, the commissions are not even reasonable. They're non-existent. So that's a big plus. Those cryptocurrencies are Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Dogecoin, and now Ethereum Classic. Robinhood allows its users to monitor market data on those 6 cryptocurrencies, as well as 10 others. You can read what those are here. The timing, as Garrett writes, of this listing seems to have something to do with Coinbase's anticipated offering of ETC tomorrow. Yeah, I think that's related. This seems to be a competitive play by Robinhood, which is aiming to be a close competitor with Coinbase. And you can take a look at these 19 states that Robinhood is currently available in. Yeah, I always joke about, more recently I've been joking about how Coinbase is taking over the world, but Robinhood is pretty much hot on its heels. It's not quite there yet. It's not comparable. But Robinhood is doing a really good job, and they're expanding very nicely. And that zero fee commission structure is a great incentive for people to get on board with Robinhood. So do check out this story. Let us know what you think about this particular offering. Taking a look at ETC today. Again, we're on the eve of the expected announcement by Coinbase, and you can see ETC in a down market is up by 6.36%. We're at $18.67. You can see there was a little bit of, actually we were higher earlier in the week, then we went down, then we went down, then we went down. Then we heard this announcement by Coinbase, and all of a sudden interest picked right back up. So we've gotten from about the high $14 range now to just shy of $17. Let's see what happens tomorrow. I expect that the price is going to dip once that announcement is made, because, hey, people buy the rumor and sell the news. Let us know if you guys are following Ethereum Classic, if you're invested, if you're interested in what Coinbase and now Robinhood are up to. In other news, we have this story out of Bloomberg. Goldman Sachs is considering a custody offering for crypto funds. Again, I have another company that's basically copying, or at least mimicking, the strategy of Coinbase. So Goldman Sachs Group Incorporated could offer a boost for the burgeoning universe of funds betting on cryptocurrencies. The firm is considering a plan to offer custody for crypto funds, according to people with knowledge of the matter. That's a very vague statement there, according to people with knowledge of the matter. So presumably some insider employees? Not sure. That means that the bank would hold the newfangled securities on behalf of the funds, reducing risks for clients seeking to guard against the threat of losing their investments to rogue attacks. The deliberations are ongoing, and no timeline has been set for when the firm will roll out the services, the people said, asking not to be identified because the information isn't public. I'm not a fan of these anonymous sources in media reports and in journalism, but I suppose that's what we're dealing with here. What can you do? Quote, in response to client interest in various digital products, we are exploring how best to serve them in this space, a spokesman for Goldman Sachs said. At this point, we have not reached a conclusion on the scope of our digital asset offering. That's interesting, because just a few days ago, there was an article, was it the 3rd or 4th of August? Very bold statement out of Goldman Sachs that Bitcoin has no future. It's not going to bounce back. It's very definitive, very bleak, very negative. So how do you come out a couple days later now and announce that you're offering a whole range of custody services? Regardless, it sounds like they do have a lot of customers that are itching for this kind of thing, that have made the request. Don't forget, they have the crypto-friendly house DJ, David Solomon, at the helm of the ship. He's going to be the new CEO, and he is crypto-friendly. He seems to be bullish on Bitcoin and other cryptos in the long term. So let's see what happens on that. Do be sure to leave your comments and your opinions below on the issue. And finally, today we have this piece by Licia in which she covers the shaky and unfounded opinion that Dutch authorities have over cryptocurrencies. Once again, they are unhappy with the state of crypto and its use as a monetary means of exchange and store of value. So in June, the Dutch Authority for the Financial Markets, AFM, issued a letter of concern. In it, they doubted whether cryptocurrency operations conform with the country's licensing law. Now, the Dutch central bank has come up with a new critique. Cryptocurrency is not real money, according to it. All right, here we go. Let's get into this. Bank Divisional Director Petra Hielkema has made it clear why she thinks so. Quote, if something wants to be treated as money, you have to be able to spend, save, and calculate with it. However, things are not often bought with cryptocurrencies. It is too volatile for savings, and its value is expressed in real money. So we do not consider it to be money as such. End quote. Oh, let's see what Lisa has to say about this. The logic is understandable and yet doubtful at the same time. If cryptocurrency is not money, then how come you can buy things with it? This is good food for thought, especially since some researchers have already proven that crypto partially meets money criteria. What are we talking about there as far as money criteria? Going back to an older article here from almost a month ago by Chris, you have the different criteria for what makes good money. And there are some different people, academics, with the opinion that 3 criteria come to the top of the list as far as importance. So number 1, good money must have a store of value. That's what it must offer. Form of wealth that maintains its value without depreciating. Medium of exchange, an item of value used to facilitate the exchange of goods and or services, and money must be a unit of account, nominal monetary unit of measure. We can get into the specifics of that, but I mean, just generally speaking and in broad strokes, I certainly see crypto and Bitcoin as meeting all 3 of those criteria. If you have a difference of opinion, of course, let us know, but that is my contention. So, however, while the Dutch bank is not that enthusiastic about the crypto market, it does consider blockchain to be interesting. Quote, we've been experimenting with the technology for the past 3 years and have developed 4 prototypes. She also added that experiments have shown that it is too early to adopt the technology. However, the result still looks promising as it provides, quote, possibilities in the future with more innovation. So look, guys, at the end of the day, you can read more about some precedents that exist in both the Netherlands and in other parts. Lisa talks about the Indian Central Bank, news out of Finland and Norway as well that relates to this. This is just a central bank protecting its interests. I mean, you can't necessarily blame them, but this is literally a central banker, Petra Hielkema, that, you know, is defending the dynasty that she is a part of. And, you know, whether it's the currency that's used in the Netherlands or any other currency, fiat government currencies do not have a very good track record. They last on average about 50 years before becoming obsolete, before being replaced with something else. And if you want a good case study as to just how much you have an inflationary, out of control depreciation in the value of a currency, even look at the American dollar since the institution of the Federal Reserve in 1913. So, you know, when you look at it across a long enough time scale, yes, 2018 has been rough for cryptocurrency, but if you look at it over the last 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, it's much better than any single fiat example you can drum up over the past few decades or the past century. That, I don't think there's any argument there. You can read more about this issue on dutchnews.nl. Cryptocurrencies are not real money, says Dutch Central Bank, but don't take them too seriously. I think you guys all know that out there in the Altcoin Buzz army. Make sure you're all following Altcoin Buzz and Altcoin Buzz News to stay up to speed with the latest developments in the crypto space. Hey, make sure you're following us on Telegram, on Instagram, on Facebook, all that fun stuff. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you click the bell to receive notifications. And guys, if you choose to invest, I do wish you the best and most fortunate and prosperous investing. Hey, we'll see you again soon in a new video. Take care. Have a great day.